It's time to retire the word situationship and call these situations for what they actually are. Number one, validationship. When the person you're dating has no intention of ever committing to you, but they like the attention. But you're not a bag of Cheetos. Don't let them treat you like a vending machine when you're hungry for validation. Number two, denialship. The Olympics aren't until 2028, but you're already performing gold medal level gymnastics to excuse the red flags you've seen. Number three, imaginationship. You've created a version of someone entirely in your head. They can't even do the bare minimum and you're like, well, they're busy. Yeah, busy being a disappointment. Number four, a potentialship. Whoops, you've fallen in love with someone's potential, not what's actually in front of you. That emotionally unavailable 36-year-old man is not your twin flame. That's just Kevin who works in marketing and eats unseasoned ground beef for every meal. Number five, a textuationship. You've been talking for months, but have you ever actually seen this person in 3D? You might as well be dating ChatGPT. Please redirect them to penpals.com and move on with your life. And finally, number six, a manipulationship. They played a whole character to win you over and then dropped the act once you got attached. And the Oscar goes to your ex!
Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Reality Check TV for your daily dose of reality. On today's checkout, we have modern women beginning to realize situationships are the new reality in 2025. Wipe your feet on your way into the room by hitting the like button and let's join in.
Seeing as an Asian is cooked. Like, I swear every person I talk to have the same issues. The first being obviously always have commitment issues. I know a lot of people date to date, but in my head that doesn't even make any sense. Like, why are you talking to someone if you don't have any interest of like actually being with them in the future?
The same way you guys talk to men that you have no interest in sleeping with, or befriend men that you have no interest in sleeping with so you could gain all the benefits. Yeah, same thing.
And I feel like that's why so many situationships happen. And I'm sorry, I'm just not understanding, like, we're only getting older, guys. Like, the second issue I always come across is that they're always somehow a little bit narcissistic. It's always about me. Like, only think about themselves and like, oh, like, no, baby. Like being so self-centered sickens me. The third is that they're avoidant, okay? And all these issues start piling up. And you're left there like, what the freak am I doing wrong? Because you can't read their mind. Lastly, the biggest one of them all, lust over love. Why is it so common these days that these men just be thinking with their dick? Like, whatever happened to being a gentleman? Whatever happened to candlelit dinners? Whatever happened to talking until the sunrise comes up and you can see the stars and everything? Ah! Like, what happened to the cute little dates? Like, why is it always boba and back shots? I quit!
Because that's what you like, breakfast and back shots. Because unlike you ladies, we listen. And you guys have told us through your words and your action that breakfast and back shots is the only thing that you want. Because the guys that gets all the prize is the one that treats you like shit. And the guys that treat you nice, you treat them like shit. So, as if taking note, breakfast and back shots it is.
Hey, listen, I don't even give a fuck if this shit come up on his For You page, because we local as fuck, but I'm never booty calling none of my exes ever again. I call myself feeling feral, right? I'm at work and I'm like, ooh, I would like to, I was gonna say, So of course, who do I call?
So let me guess. You call Tyrone, or Chad, or Brad, or Enrique, or Miguel. But you know who you didn't call? You didn't call your baby father. You didn't call your husband. You didn't call your boyfriend.
Favorite ex, duh. I texted him, that noise. I texted him earlier in the day. I was like, hey, are you busy later? He said, what's later? This is where he starts to piss me off. Already. Off rip. And I said, 8:30. Nigga gonna say, why so late? Huh? Late? I said 8:30 isn't late. The sun just goes down at 6 o'clock now. What the fuck?
I was like, well, you know I got kids that I gotta put down. So you gonna come over after they go to bed. The hell? So boom, we got this time secured. I'm thinking, right? And I'm so considerate. He got OCD, so I already had new sheets on my bed. Changed the new sheets to newer sheets. Washed new towels and new clothes, and I timed it so that whenever we was done, that the dryer would be done, so his towel and shit would be warm.
So this is a perfect example when men say women absolutely chase the man that they want. You know, once you're chasing her, if she's making you chase her, she don't like you. She like you, she'll change the sheets on the bed. She'll make sure you have your favorite drink. She'll make sure the lightener is down. She'll put perfume on, baby oil, lingerie, etc. So guys, never believe that you have to chase a woman. Because when they like you, she'll absolutely do anything for you.
I ain't never had that ever happen to me. I'm trying to see what that be like. I ain't bad,
8:30 roll around. I think it was like 8:45 or some shit. I was like, you en route? Like, you on the way? He said, no, I'm on the way to somebody. They gonna hit me up like 10:30 talking about something I'm on the way. I said, no, go home. So yeah, I woke up still pent up. Mind you, going to sleep ain't fixed that shit. And a buzz eye begging.
In case you didn't know, they always come back. It doesn't matter if they're blocked. It doesn't matter how long it's been since you've spoken to them. They are going to try to come back. Exhibit A. A few nights ago, my ex-situationship from 3 to 4 years ago has been trying to contact me using *67 for the past year and a half since being blocked. So I was like, you know what? I am sick and tired of this person calling me every few months in the middle of the night and disrupting my beauty sleep. So I'm just gonna unblock him for a little bit, and I'm going to finally tell him once and for all to leave me alone. And I'm gonna mess with him a little bit because he deserves it. So I'm about to show screenshots of the exact conversation that we had. Part 1 of the conversation is on my previous video, so go watch that first. But this is part 2 of how the conversation continued. So after he brought up the fact that he wants us to be in each other's lives again, and even if that means being friends, that's fine with him, I said, no, you need to stop contacting me. This has gone on for way too long. I moved on a while ago and you need to do the same. Then, because I just was on a roll here, I was like, I gave you years of my time for you to show up properly, and you're the one who chose not to do that. You disrespected me over and over again, and the fact that you think it's even appropriate to ask for another chance actually blows my mind. I don't know what it's going to take for you to hear me when I say that this is over, and it has been for a long time. So then he says, my apologies, I didn't expect any different, but I had to try. Thank you for replying. I do wish I could do things differently. If you ever give me the chance to prove, that would be dope, and if not, that's okay. Hopefully we can at least be friends. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, at this point, I was just having fun with this. Like, I wanted to see what he would continue to say to try and get me back.
Yeah, but he's not trying to get you back. The only thing he's trying to do is get back in your pants. Same thing he's been doing for the last year and a half, or however long you've been in a situationship. This man clearly sees you as a bust down or a slow Tuesday, so you're really just playing yourself.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Me back. Clearly none of it was working, but I just thought it was the funniest thing ever. So I go, no, we're done. Anything I can do to change your mind? Your time is so overdue for that, so no. But it would be worth it. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really proud of this one. I go, what do you possibly think you could add to my life that would be so worth it that I don't already have? I really can't put into words, only actions. And then I didn't show it, but then I was just like, find that hard to believe. And then I blocked him. So yeah, you guys, they do always come back. Unfortunately, it does tend to be when you are completely over them and have no intention of ever seeing them ever again or talking to them ever again. And I know I talked about this in the last video, but I am just so proud of myself for how I handled this, because I don't think a lot of you understand how down bad I was for this man 4 years ago when I met him. He easily could have said those same things to me even 2 years ago, and I would have been like, oh my god, yes, like let's try again. And now I just view this and I think it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. And I'm just so proud of myself because, you guys, I have put in so much work day in and day out over the past couple of years to heal all of these wounds that had been coming up during the time when I met him. And
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish.
Really? Are you really healed? Are you just saying that? And let me guess. Now you're gonna want to get in a serious relationship with all that trauma and all that baggage. How old are you? About 30, 34, 35? So some super simp got to get down on one knee, propose to you after you done wasted 2 years, all those years with Chad, getting pumped, dumped, and traumatized.
You stupid.
fact that I am able to show up differently now than I did in the past just shows how much growth I've made.
What the hell? So when guys are out here saying women are absolutely addicted to toxic or chaotic men, there's some truth to it. Listen to this next video.
When someone isn't fully available because of a lingering situationship, is it wiser to remain exclusive and hope for clarity or date with openness until he's able to commit?
Get the out of here. Hold on, time out. You said be exclusive to what? Be exclusive to a man that's exclusive to somebody else? Because you said he in a situationship, which means he's in a relationship, correct?
He says he's not. He just says it's a situationship.
He in a ship, goddammit.
He's in some kind of ship that prevents him from being exclusive with you. Huh?
Really dumb.
Can I ask y'all a question? Why are you in such a rush to drop all your for that ain't dropped all his girls for you? Like at some point, why are you in such a rush to make him a priority when he only has you as an option? Why are you so in a rush to make this man your main course when he got you on layaway? You are his just in case it don't work out with the woman I really want to be with girl. And here you are asking the question at tonight's conversation like, should I accept it? Here's the thing. It don't be that y'all can't pick the right men problem. It be you stay with the wrong men problem. This is as soon as a man shows you that he's not available, as soon as a man shows you he ain't got the bandwidth, as soon as a man lets you know he is entertaining other people, that is your cue to not be that man's girlfriend. That's how you...
Situationship breakups are way worse than real breakups because you feel crazy for being sad about it because you didn't even really date. But in your head you did. But oh, that doesn't count, I guess. And also, when you go to tell people about it, that you're going through a breakup right now and it's a catastrophic event in your life, so mind you, everyone's first question is always, oh my God, how long did you two date? And you're like, okay, what kind of, that's such a subjective question. We went on, I don't know, 2 dates. One of them was in my mind. Why is that relevant? Like, what is this, the Oprah Winfrey show? Like, what do you need all the details? Like, something about you is that you're really nosy. You're really nosy. And then when you're explaining the details back to your friends, suddenly it sounds just way worse coming out of your mouth than it felt like living it. Like, you're like, okay, so let me explain. They said that they hate, like me a lot, right? But they just hate hanging out with me. Let me explain that in the context of this specific I think if you were just on the first date with us at Ambiance, they said that they like a lot of things about me, but they hate 10 to 15 parts of my personality.
Oh my God. Hi guys, so today is Sunday of 21 day series from detoxing from my situationship. So I am upstairs because situationship is downstairs in my apartment. I know guys, I know, don't judge me. Okay, let's not all act like we haven't slipped back into a situationship, okay? It's just a one-time thing. You guys know, like, I have been going through some things. Like, I went through something very, very stressful the other day. And I needed my drug to cope with what I went through yesterday. That's the simplest way I can put it. Yeah, I don't know.
So my 1.5-year situationship just came to an end. God plucked somebody out of my life that I was not ready to let go by any means. I would have kept going. Now I want you to listen to me throughout this video because this pain is purposeful and I want to turn a negative into a positive because although I'm definitely grieving and my heart aches, it's always for a reason. And I'm going to explain that to you because although I may be self-aware, I know a lot of people don't understand.
Well, we know. We also know that you're just using us as your emotional punching bag. You're out here on the internet trying to use us as your counselor or your therapist. But anyway, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Let's go. I'll listen to this. You baby. Let's hear the story.
I'm sad because somebody didn't love me the way I loved them. And in the very end, he did something very shady that exposed him. Okay, he was exposed. God exposed him. God needed to do that because he knew I didn't have the strength to do it on my own. I would have went on and I would have accepted less than what I deserved. I would have accepted things that in my heart I know I wasn't okay with.
Oh, so now it's God? Oh, shit! Oh, shit! You were listening to God. I would have told you to be married. This is coonery and buffoonery. Respectfully, Leave God out of your mess. God ain't got nothing to do with this. God ain't got nothing to do with this.
Not only am I losing somebody that obviously I wasn't meant to be with, but I fell in love with, I'm losing my friend. He was a very good friend of mine, and we should have never taken it there, but we did, and that's life. And now this is where it's meant to show you about yourself. It's meant to teach you. The pain is purposeful.
What? On second thought, I don't want to listen to this lady anymore. Because if you know better, then just do better. It got kind of dark.
I baptize you in the name of Jesus. Have your way, Lord. Have your way, Lord.
Let's listen to Share 7.
Why would a man miss a situationship? It wasn't a relationship. There was no commitment. You didn't get claimed. So what's he missing? Someone with low self-esteem that gave themselves to a man who didn't even want to claim them in public. He ain't missing nothing, baby. What you're missing is your self-esteem, your self-value, and you're still trying to find a way to get this man's attention. He don't like you like that, man. You need to move on and find someone who likes you times 10, that wants to claim you in public, have a real relationship with you, and spend money on you. That's what you need to be focused on. Not some man that don't want you, that wouldn't claim you, that put you in a situationship because you ain't good enough for a relationship, okay? Listen to what I'm telling y'all, because somebody has to tell you. It may not sound nice, but you're going to hear it, and someone needs to tell you so you don't repeat it, okay? Because some of y'all are out here going from situationship to situationship. Y'all ain't even in relationships no more. Back in the old days, we used to have at least some type of fake-looking relationship that looked like it was at least real. Y'all over here now claiming to be in a situationship, basically not good enough for a relationship, you know? So you need to stop getting into situationships because you're desperate. You need to have some self-value, have some self-esteem, and only deal with men who can meet your standards that you create in order for them to meet, so that they can be in a relationship with you and do the most and impress you. You know what I'm saying? You're not just somebody they hide away, see after 10:30 at night because the real woman that they're dating don't want to roll around on the mattress with them, so they come calling you later on at night. You know what I'm saying? You want to be that for the rest of your life? No, you don't. So change your ways, change your attitude, get some high standards, and stop dealing with a man. They're not going to regret losing you. You were not the priority. You were the one that they used after they took the other one out to dinner and paid for her food. You know what I'm saying?
Can we normalize?
No, we cannot normalize a goddamn thing. Some of y'all taking normalization a little too fucking far. A few discretions advised.
You letting me borrow your husband, and not in that way, you freaking weirdos, but like in the way where you both come over and he helps, hang my TV and lift all the heavy things, and we drink wine at the same time, and I'll make you both dinner, and he can have a beer at the same time too. Like it's a win-win-win-win. But I need to borrow your husband.
Ma'am, where's your husband?
That's the question.
How dare you? Because if you had your own husband, you wouldn't have to borrow nobody else's husband. You are worried about the wrong thing. And what you mean borrow, like you borrowing somebody's car? That's a whole human being you're talking about. You know how crazy of a take this is? Just imagine me coming out here and saying, hey, can I borrow your wife? Not for anything sexual, just, so she can cook and clean, you know what I'm saying? And while she cooking and cleaning, I'm going to play some music, tell jokes, order takeout for us, and we could have beers and she could have a glass of wine while she's cooking and cleaning, bro. It sounds like a win-win, doesn't it? You know how insane or how stupid one would have to be to agree to those terms? And the sad part is I went to the comments and there were women actually agreeing, like, yeah, can I borrow your husband? What type of shit is this? Not only is it disrespectful to the person that is married to that man, you are also dehumanizing those men. You're not treating them like actual human beings. You're treating them like they're an object. Like they're just some machine that's supposed to come around and hang up pictures and lift heavy shit that you can't lift for your own self. That man's efforts are for his wife, not his wife and her friends. I'll be damned. I'm chilling on a random Saturday afternoon and my wife comes to me and says, oh yeah, by the way, we got to help Lisa move all her furniture from the top floor to the bottom floor. And I'm like, who the fuck agreed to that? Because I know the ones that do agree with this woman are not going to have that conversation with their husband. They're just going to volunteer him before they speak to him about anything. They're just going to tell him what's happening. And unfortunately, some niggas are actually going to go with it, which is fucking insane. But that's another conversation. But yeah, man, some of y'all done lost y'all damn mind. I'll be damned. Ladies, don't make this a trend. It's not going to end well. Yeah, keep it changing.